Hi, Erica. Yeah, the only thing I can see doing, I mean, I would actually recommend just start over again almost, but I think you may be able to. There's a lot of things in here that's causing problems. It's not just the one thing as I take a look at the code. What you cannot use a width or even a height for images or tables. That is how you can take something that's responsive and immediately turn it into something that is not responsive, or will just stay the fixed width no matter what device. So your first thing that you would have to do is go in and look in the code view for anything that says width equals or height equals and remove that. So you'd remove, in this example, you remove the width equals and then in the double quotes the 111. Right, and the height equals. Just remove those two things, but make sure you leave that little bracket right there. Because what's happening here is basically you're telling it, the HTML is telling the web device, the device that's viewing the page, be it a web browser or a phone or a tablet, that this image right here, the teacher's main header image, needs to be 111 or 1111 pixels wide, no matter what device it is. If you take it out, the web browser will actually look at the image itself and it will try and automatically size it down if it can. And there's some CSS in the template which allows it to do that, right? But when you have a width on an item like that, that has to go, and a height, right? So first of all, get rid of that. And then the next thing you need to do is go down, and wherever you see a TD and a width and an equals, you see the 782, just double click on that number and then hit delete on your keyboard, right? Go down wherever you see the 782, double click on it and delete. This may help with making it more responsive. You might have to put or replace the width, the 782 with 100%. As a matter of fact, I'd probably do that first. Double click on the 782, type in 100 and then the percent sign to tell it to make this width 100%. Because what's happening is your mobile phone is what 360 to 500 pixels wide, and with this table in here, when this was first set up, that number there is 782 pixels, and because it has an absolute width, that's called a fixed width. That table is always going to be 782 pixels no matter what device you're viewing it on. But if you change that number over to 100%, then that should help. That's why we don't use any tables in our templates. So I know this was something that was obviously copied in by whoever is doing this before. But when they use tables with fixed pixel widths, that immediately renders the particular item that you're working with non-responsive. So there's a few things going on here besides just what I was just the tables. But if you go through and check for any of that where it says width equals 782, change it to 100%, and that might just do the trick. And you definitely have to get rid of this information I'm highlighting right here.